Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year. We are starting this year off with a video on the December update for Space Marine 2. Quick disclosure, it's probably been about a month since I jumped into the game, but I'm pretty curious to see what they've had for updates, and I want to get the information out to you guys if you haven't heard it. So let's go ahead and jump into this. It's a December community update. Dear Space Marines, the year is coming to an end, and we first and foremost want to assure you that 2025 will be just as epic as 2024. You've been following our development very closely before and after the release of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, and we loved collaborating with the players to improve the game. But before we dive into what's coming to the game next year, let's look back together, shall we? Warping back to September. We launched Space Marine 2 on September 9th, and it was a success. We've been working on it for years, and it has been a work of passion and dedication. Witnessing the warm welcome the players reserved for the game was the greatest reward and the best achievement to unlock after all these relentless years. The enthusiasm motivated us to keep up the good work and make sure the game would remain up to the players' expectations. Then we released 2 big updates and several hotfixes. I was thinking about Space Marine 2, and I was like, if Space Marine 2 was a game similar to like Helldivers, that would be pretty amazing. Maybe there'd be like a collab somewhere along the way. That would be a pretty good collab, I think. Update 4.0 Termination introduced a new PvE mission with a dreadful foe to annihilate the Hierophant Biotitan. This update also introduced the much-awaited photo mode and operations mode, which you loved. Balancing tweaks were made too. And that's pretty cool there. This update received mixed reviews because it increased the difficulty in an unpleasant way. We closely listened to your feedback and released patch 4.1 a few days later to revert the unwanted effects. And paying attention to your feedback has been helpful to us, and it's something we want to continue doing this year, in 2025. Update 5.0, we knew the Warhammer 40k fans were waiting for this one, for it introduced the Dark Angels cosmetic pack with the Dark Angels champion, new weapon skins, and more. This update brought a new PvPE map and also introduced a new enemy, the Zangor Enlightened. Along with that, a few feature additions such as the new lance colors, which you've also been waiting for, and the Neo-Vokai pistol available in PvP were also implemented. Finally, the Space Marine 2 has been upgraded to 4K 60 frames per second for PS5 Pro and now supports DLSS 3 and FSR 3. More and more Space Marines join the ranks in the span of 3 months. We reached a milestone of 5 million players. To our great delight, we want to sincerely thank all 5 million of you for these hits. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people playing the game. It's good stuff. Some cool fan creations here. That's pretty cool. Pretty nice with the chalice. Pretty sweet. Looking good. Thousands of screenshots from the game were shared on social media, including some striking Titus selfies. Keep it coming. We'd love to see it. Community events. There will continue to be in-game events in 2025. Currently, the ongoing Decimation event invites you to win 10 times in operations in order to unlock an exclusive skin, the Mark 9 Hell's Teeth Pattern Chainsword. You don't want to skip this one, Space Marine, so gear up and head back to the battlefield already. The event starts on December 23rd and ends on January 20th. And here we go right here. It's about as big as it gets. But here it is right here on the screen. The chainsaw skin. It's all right. What's next for 2025? Fresh content for PvP. PvP players, we have heard you, and we know you feel left out. This is one of the reasons why I really haven't jumped in, because it's not really much PvP happening. It says we will have you back in 2025 with brand new and exciting content for the PvP. First thing we can tease you with is a new PvP map. It will be set in a closed environment with many narrow passages pushing you to engage in close quarter battles. Those are always pretty fun, but a lot of times, I know the weapons the balance is a little awkward sometimes. So we'll probably see certain classes do a lot more damage than other ones. Custom PvP lobbies will also be implemented in patch 7.0. You will be able to play with modifiers and change the amount of players up to 6v6. You can change the timer limit for each match, the maximum limit score. You can have more than 2 players for each class and have 6 snipers on your team if you want, even if it's a questionable strategy. New PvE content, the hotly anticipated Horde mode, will arrive later in 2025. We'll keep you updated once we get closer to it. That is something that everybody is waiting for, the Horde mode. Can't wait for it to come. It was always fun in Gears. And to me, I think Space Marine plays a lot like Gears in some aspects from my memory, because I played a lot of the older Gears. I didn't play so much of the newer ones. But from my memory, I feel like it plays a lot more like the old Gears. And yeah, looking forward to the horde mode. Prestige rank will be introduced during Season 3, allowing you to upgrade your class even further. On top of that, new operations and new enemies will come to expand the content of Space Marine 2 to spice things up. A new difficulty level with new rewards will also be added. And our next champion will be the Salamander champion, and he will be a sniper available in PvE and PvP. Let's explain our choice a bit. 1, his cape is very cool. That's super important. 2, an obvious choice for the sniper champion would have to be a Raven Guard, but we have different plans for them. And 3, everyone loves salamanders, us included, and we really wanted to give them a champion. Heavy and tactical would have been good candidates, but heavy was already taken, and we have a different idea for tactical. So here's a sneak peek. Look at those flames. So I think this this weapon, the skin, it all looks super sweet. It's unfortunate that it's only going to be tied to the champion. The champion's going to have unique skins. I don't think you can put the other weapons on the other Claris. This, like I said, it's been a minute, but that's so sweet looking. We'll keep adding customization elements such as the Mark 6 Corvus throughout the year to represent more iconic chapters of the Warhammer 40k universe. Battle Barge expansion, the Data Vault, will make its entry on the Battle Barge next year. It will consist of a new area with unlockable information on most elements from the game. Unlock them with special currency earned through in-game achievements. We'll get back to you quickly in the beginning of 2025. But here's a look at the archives, or the data. What do they call it? The Data Vault. It was like archives, but they're going to call it the Data Vault. So here it is right here. It says, we'll see you soon, Space Marines, or Marines. 2025 is near, whether you celebrated Christmas or not. We wish you a good end of 2024. Remember, celebrating is cool, but protecting the Imperium is better. Don't lose focus. And then there it is. See you in 2025. So there it is. That is pretty cool. I think the game is really fun, even though I haven't played it yet. Well, I've played it. I haven't played it recently in the past month. So I haven't seen like the latest updates or the latest weapon changes that they did. But I think like overall, I think the game was pretty fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this next chapter and in the future, and what horde mode is going to be like, and what other things they add to the game, because they don't really plan on expanding on the actual story of the game anymore. They're going to focus on like the operations and PvP and adding customization options to it. And I just kind of wonder like how much further that can really go. Like I know there's a lot of things that can happen in the Space Marine universe, but I feel like Space Marine 2 is kind of locked, or in the Warhammer 40k universe, but I feel like Space Marine 2 is really locked into its own area, because they've like not wanted to put certain things in because they felt like it wouldn't work with Space Marine 2, the story of it. So I feel like they really have it, they have their like hands tied to what they could really add into it. And that's kind of unfortunate, I think. I mean, we may see some more enemies up here in operations mode, but like a lot of the other factions and stuff, we probably won't see. So pretty interesting. Let me know your thoughts on Space Marine 2. What would you really like to see come to the game? I'm kind of curious. As somebody that's new myself to Space Marine 2 and Warhammer 40k universe, let me know in the comments what's something that you would really want to see. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, Happy New Year. Thanks for being here. And until the next time, I'll see you in the game. Peace.